prime example, Audacious podcast that I do. I didn't really know how successful it was going to be, but it's about our greatest accomplishments come from our greatest defeats, right? That's important. You have to make these mistakes and learn from them and keep going forward. Most people, and I didn't realize how much I hated making those mistakes until Steve was like, you hate making mistakes, dude. You're prior military, prior medic. When you made a mistake, someone died. I didn't want to tell him not really, because I worked in physical therapy. It didn't really work out that way, but it sounded good. And
I get it. Right.
And I could see it. I don't have a problem with any of my staff or other people making mistakes as long as they learn from it. But for me, I also tell them, you don't make the same mistake again. Right. That's insanity. We already know that. So you learn from it and you move on. Let's not make that again. Let's put it in a book, and that's the other thing for the military, the standard operating procedures. You got to have a book of how something happens in case that person's not there, who can step in and take over.
Gotcha.
And that, there's just so much I learned from the military that I use in business, but also, I love being uncomfortable now. Right. I was telling Steve the other day, did anybody do a little course on how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable? And he's like, I think someone stated it, but no one's ever done anything on it. And I think it's something that people need to be okay with. And a lot of people hate public speaking, so they'll never do it. But the reason you do public speaking is so you get good at it.
Yeah, better, exactly.
Or not good at it, but you just did it, right?
Yeah, but that's it, right? And what happens oftentimes, Ed, is we don't like to do something because we've never done it, but then when we do, we're like, oh yeah, I did do it, and you almost build up these little milestones. Well, I did this, so then I can do it again, or I spoke to 10 people, and I can speak to 20 people or 50 people. Like you can build on that and develop, and that's the key in challenging yourself.